Welcome one and all to a much delayed release of a new video. Today's focus of my inner tween rage will be unleashed upon more martial arts videos and taking a gander at the best of the worst Bullshido disarm techniques. So if you're trying to learn how to lop off a limb, say bye-bye to beefaroni brain batter, slice away excessive foreskin, lose a labia, catch bullets or knives with your vital organs, then please keep watching. And with your remaining body parts, please tap the subscribe, like, and notification button, and don't forget to spew out your inner demons in the comments section below. After all, YouTube was built on verbal wrath and trolling, so let's keep that train a-rolling. Now let's examine some of the worst ways to disarm an attacker, as I like to describe it, how to never celebrate another birthday again. Let's start this leisurely stroll into the depths of Kung Fu hell with an amazing one-step sword defense. Step 1, just grab the sword away from the attacker. That's it, that's all. Nothing to it, really. I mean, technically there's a bunch of steps. Step 1 would be first find a whole lot of turnip heads and recruit them for your imaginary Dojo playpen. Step 2 would be take their money, and step 3 would be fill their little turnip heads with delightful turnipy notions of ripping razor-sharp swords away by the blade. Yeah, so after about 10 seconds of watching this Twatty McTwatterton in action, we've pretty much learned all we can, so let's move it along.
The weight helps you disarm. So if he's holding on me and I'm going to have him off the trigger just because I don't want him to hurt his finger, and I'm coming in for a shuto, the weight of the gun helps the shuto work a lot better.
Now, with a name like Master Jeffrey Panther, you'd expect a lot of bang for your martial arts buck, and fear not, good viewer, the White Panther lives up to the hype.
Out of reach. Go ahead, bring it around. Just out of reach. Come around.
He took the old saying, speak softly and carry a big stick, very literally. And I love how he adds his own boom sound effects after every hit. But I wonder, maybe we can make some improvements on his sound effects.
Out of reach. Go ahead, bring it around. Just out of reach. Come around. Kick.
And just in case you don't have a lumberjack log and only have a bamboo staff littering the floor, here's what you do. By the way, I didn't slow this video down. This is the speed it has been presented as. So go boil some water, steep some tea, bake some cookies. Almost there. And here's the money shot in the immortal words of Jeffrey Panther. Boom. Attack-proof companion series, but what if I don't have a companion? Speaking of companions, this man had a steamy love affair with the Hamburglar and is impregnated with a burger baby, and by the looks of it, it's twins. The Grand Master Sizzler Sifu is named John Perkins, and he's a former forensic expert turned martial artist, so it's kind of like CSI Arby's meets Bloodsport.
What happened here?
But wait, maybe I'm judging too quickly. Let's see how this whole thing progresses before I really get into it. Nope. Judged it right.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Where the heck is my controller? Apparently I'm playing Roblox and I have to do a little karate parkour. Hey, these moves are all fine and dandy if I'm being attacked by 8 stationary ninjas while jumping on turtle shells to cross a mythical river to reach the city of Ninjago, but what happens if another situation arises? What if I find myself stuck on the ground with a foam bat and a group of bath salt maniacs with rubber knives attacks me? Happens all the time. Do you have a solution for that, Do ya? Oh, what? You do? Perfect. Just act like someone taped a taser to your walnuts, or like you accidentally sat on a seatless bike while competing in the Tour de France, and boom, protected from the bath salt rubber knife maniacs. It's kind of rhetorical, but why do all the followers of these fake martial arts, they look like they were raised by garbage bin raccoons? I mean, seriously, how could you watch someone do this training exercise and not immediately ask for a refund? What in your life could you possibly envision this helping you with in any way, shape, or form? Okay, let's move on again. The next on this kung foolery hit list is this broken condom baby who grew up to be a big old fake self-defense expert. She looks like a mom who's had her kids taken away by child services. She looks like a mom who puts locks on the outside of her kids' doors. She looks like the type of woman who's been on Judge Judy and the Maury Povich show. She looks like the type of girl who gave a handy to a bouncer to get into a free concert. She looks like a type of woman who was divorced twice before she was even married. She's the type of girl you bring home to meet your parents. If your parents are serial killers. But why do I hate this woman so much? It's simple. She's a con artist. She was in another of my videos teaching people how to get shot in slow motion. Now she's back again teaching folks how to get carved up like a Christmas turkey. But you be the judge. You let me know down in the comments section. Am I being too harsh on her or not? Let's take a quick run through first and then let me know down below.
So these guys have me on both sides, got me with both hands. I don't want to muscle up at all, which activates them, brings them closer to me.
So step 1, do not struggle, stay calm and loosey-goosey. Okay, no problems. I'm very zen when 3 people are about to turn me into a kitchen strainer.
I want to make sure these stay relaxed. Now, when June makes a move, I'm going to step here, use the sticking technique that we talked about in the other video.
Step 2, use your jazz hand to get all icky with some sticky on your hip bone. Check.
This comes forward as my weight shifts into not a grab, but a soft redirect. This comes this way and turns into a takeaway.
Step 3, using the power of your sticky hand, break the grip, redirect the blade onto the third guy's arm, thus forcing him to let go. So far so good, I can do that in my sleep.
Here, get a cut. This touch here sticks, and it freezes. As I step through, get a cut and escape.
Step 4, gently and lovingly take the knife away from the attacker, then Freddy Krueger 3 men with their own weapon. What I find absolutely hilarious about a lot of these types of videos is they show how easily it is to disarm and disable three grown men attackers all by yourself, and then they say, well, run away for help. I'm sorry, but if you can John Wick 3 men who have a knife and are grabbing you in about 1 second flat, then why the hell are you running for help? Guess what? You are the help. You are Baba Yaga. In fact, the police should call you when they need backup. But that's the whole point of these stupid videos here. The people, they don't know what they're doing, and I'm not an expert, and I can look at it and go, okay, that's seriously flawed. All right, enough of her. She's starting to make me angry.
We're at the instructional part of the program where we're going to deal with knife attacks and knife defenses. We're going to recreate the simulations that you saw earlier in the program. At no time during the practice of this portion should you be using an actual knife, and nor should your partners. Choose an object that's soft and sensible but simulates a knife.
In my opinion, if you have to start a knife disarm video with a warning not to use real knives, then you're really doing the fight against overpopulation a true disservice. Before we get into this video, let's start by going through our late 90s checklist. Bad hair dye? Check. Fake milk cannons? Check. Master can looking instruction? Check. Gratuitously long rear shot? Check. All systems online and ready for action.
Your hands are up in a defensive posture. You want to have them pretty close together, your fingers leaning back. If your fingers are forward, it looks like you want to fight. You're going to try to grab the knife. It'll make me a little bit more cautious. Fingers back, looks like you're listening. You grab the back of my hand. As you grab the back of my hand, your other hand grabs underneath, pulling your elbows in tight. Having your elbows bent like this, you're in your strongest position. Turn the knife outward, makes me fall.
Yeah, this is pretty much the generic technique you've most likely seen a million times, promising lightning fast takedowns, the knife flying out of hands, and just ignoring reality. So just grab the wrist, remove the knife, cripple the baddie, and trot along home to a warm bubble bath. And if you're getting attacked from the rear, no problem, because in the land of Mattel toys, no attacker actually fights back, and Barbie's water balloons remain unpunctured, and she can go on to the Barbie Ken house and live happily ever after.
Don't move.
What's that you say? It works? Well, I'm just going to hop quickly back to CSI Arby because The one thing I have to actually give credit to John Perkins is in his instructional video, he shows how a knife attack might actually go down versus Barbie's Bullshido knife defense. Unfortunately, that's the reality of a knife attack, in my opinion. I mean, as much as we'd like some magical move to instantly stop a knife attack and keep all the blood inside our bodies, chances are, if you're being attacked by a knife, you're going to get cut a few times before even getting the situation under control. If indeed you are able to even get it under control at all. You know, unfortunately, situations like these you hear in the news all the time, they don't end so well. Yeah, okay, that's enough sadness about that for a minute. So I think we got time for one more, so maybe two more. So let's keep slogging on here. And what's a fake martial arts video with at least a tip of the cap towards the Grandmaster of Systema, Mikhail Ryabko? Ryabko is what happens when you combine radioactive silly putty with a meatball and wish upon a star for it to come alive. Here, the Ryabko tribe is showing how to defend against a sword with a sword, and of course it's not real Bullshido if you don't add in a splash of supernatural abilities granted to them by the Infinity Stones. This chubsy wubsy couldn't dodge a second helping a dessert, let alone a sword. He looks like he smells like butter and brushes his teeth with whipped cream. He's so out of shape his shirt has high cholesterol. But enough razzing, let's watch some of his Systema magic unfold. Oh gosh, that was a thing of beauty. Makes Kylo Ren look like a mere Padawan. Little Miss Julie, with her fun guns, is going to teach us all how to disarm a bandito using lightning reflexes and lioness striking prowess, even though she looks like her only real fight was with a testy wine cork. Oh, you Chardonnay, just open up. Mama needs a sip of her medicine.
Thank you for your help. I really... Oh my gosh, no! Call 911.
So yeah, typical, just sidestep the gun, remove it from the attacker's hand, land a bunch of crippling blows while they stand motionless, make them fall down, waistband their gun, draw your weapon, and resist the urge to send the perp to the pearly gates. Easy peasy, trigger squeezy. But let's hear the breakdown though.
Now I'm going to break it down and show you exactly what I did. So when he initially attacked me, I immediately put my hands up so that I could be in position to disarm him. I have to feign compliance because if he sees me do this, then he might react. So I have to feign compliance. Then the next thing I do is I have to quickly blade out of the way while gaining control of his wrist and the firearm. So what I need to do is blade, okay? So we'll kind of come along this way. So what I need to do is blade my neck like this, out of the way, while doing this.
Gary the Green Grocer is definitely enjoying the slow tutorial, and you know he's thinking about squeezing the produce to see how fresh the melons are.
I'm grabbing his hand here and the firearm here. So I'm controlling here. The next thing I do is I'm gonna step back. So I'm gonna fan this in front of his face, okay? And I have control here and here. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick him in the groin and I'm gonna rip this out. Then I immediately came in and started striking him with his own gun. I didn't shoot him with his own gun because I have no idea if his gun is loaded or not. So I can't assume I can use it. So I strike with his gun until he goes down. Then, after I kicked him a few times, I tucked his gun away so that he couldn't get it. Then I drew my own gun, and I didn't have to shoot him all I did was call 911.
To be honest, the only thing I really hate about this video, well, there's a few things I hate about the video, but the number one is how they portray it to be so static. It's not that a sidestep and a gun grab are impossible. There are real-life videos of this actually working. So it's not impossible. It's just maybe not your best option. And it's just that unless a gunman is caught off guard and is completely unaware, then they are going to react a split second after you make your move. So it's hard not to razz on these techniques when they aren't shown it play out in real time. Which begs the question, why aren't they showing it play out in real time? Because they don't want you to see that a lot of times it actually fails. They're selling you the idea that their disarm technique will definitely save your life and never end it. Anyways, that's enough of my loudmouth lecturing for today. Thanks for checking out the video and stay tuned for more releases in the near future. Until then, take care and see you next time. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and notification buttons to stay up to date.
Thanks for watching this video. Bye!